Hey guys, so yet again, it's how many times a month am I making a video like this? Where, oh god, it's the racist doing it. It's the racist doing it. If you don't like it, then you're just racist. Blah, blah, blah. So, breaking. The YouTube trailer of The Little Mermaid is currently being mass disliked on YouTube by MAGA racists. Seriously doubt that. The teaser trailer has generated over 3 million dislikes, and the new trailer has over 600,000. The important thing about the controversy surrounding Halle Bailey's cast is that we remember a beautiful and talented actress won the role. We can't allow racism to ever become normalized. Or, and bear with me here for a moment, maybe it's the fact that we're tired of these soulless, lazy freaking remakes. Little Mermaid. Why can you not just translate it from how it was on, the animated version to live action? Do you ever notice that they don't race? That it's only white to black. When do you see a race swap from people going black to white? When do you see a gender swap of people going female to male? When do you see people going from gay to straight? No, it's always white to some other color, straight to some other sexuality, and male to usually female. Why? Because straight, white, male, evil. So we have Ariel, who is white. In the story, she is white. She is described as white. What is the purpose of taking her, making her black? Apart from the diversity and being able to do this. Oh, look at all the racists. Because... So I came in. I said yes, because only evil white racist orange man supporters are the ones downvoting it. If you truly think that, you people are freaking stupid. Most people now, on both sides, are just tired of the lazy writing in movies and the pointless race swapping for no reason. And then ask your doctor if shutting the F up is right for you. But every month, I'm doing like, what, 2-3 of these videos where they race swap from some character for no reason. Hollywood is soulless now. They've always been soulless. They're lazy. They're out of ideas. So let's just take the Little Mermaid and let's just make her black. Oh, the Peter Pan and Wendy? Well, let's make Tinkerbell black. Let's make Peter Pan Indian or something. Let's take the Lost Boys and make them the Lost They-Thems, because it's not just, most of them are girls now. Why can't we just have established lore? Lord of the Rings. Same thing. Magic the Gathering. Aragorn is now black. So why do these people just... And actually, where was the other one? I had another... The story was originally told in a cartoon format with a white princess Ariel, yes. But this live action is a retelling of the same story. Exactly. So why not just stick to the source material? I said, and then she says, not everything has to have a woke agenda. Not everything has to have a woke agenda. And yet movies, video games, comics, TV shows are constantly taking well-known and established characters and turning them black for no reason. If this was rare, then that's one thing, but it's constant now. No respect for the source material and lazy writing. And you still have people out there who act like this isn't happening. It's just like, it's not happening. It is constant. How many times a month am I making these kinds of videos? It is constant. Video games, movies, TV shows, you name it, race swapping for no freaking reason. For no freaking reason. And again, you don't see a black character becoming white. You see white characters becoming black. The Last of Us, same thing with that. You had Sarah, who is white in the game. She became a black girl. And of course, she was this independent girl who had to take care of her daddy because, oh, white man useless. And then people act like it doesn't happen. And then when people like me call it out, or other YouTubers call it out, you're just a bunch of... No, we're just tired of lazy, soulless, heartless freaking remakes, and just swapping for check boxes because people are trying to appeal to the freaking 1% of the population. So she may be a great actress. I don't know, but she shouldn't have been picked for Ariel. If you're gonna translate something, translate it. If you have a white character and they're described in the Little Mermaid, the story, keep them as is. Stop race swapping, stop gender swapping, stop sexuality swapping just to fit your agenda. Now they're like, well, why does it matter so much? Well, you tell me. It must matter because you guys keep doing it. You guys keep swapping, so apparently it must matter to you. It's just a fictional character. Well, then why not just leave them white? If they're white in the story, why not just leave them white? Why are you people constantly having to switch it around? Because that's the other excuse that, well, it's just a fake story. It's just the made-up story. Why do you care so much? Well, then, if it doesn't matter, then why aren't you just leaving them white? If a description like Snow White, her skin is white as snow, hair is black as ebony or as dark as ebony, and lips or as red as blood or as roses. And yet in like the adaptation they have like a freaking darker skinned Latino girl doing it. So what, are they gonna just put makeup all over her to make her white? Or are they gonna leave her as a darker skinned female and just have the hair and the rosy cheeks? Because there's sometimes when they outright say that they're basically like alabaster white. And yet you see an adaptation, they're like, oh, they're black now. So again, it's like, oh, well, why does it matter? Exactly, why does it matter? Why are you people changing it? Why do you feel the need to always change it to black? They're not really changing to Asians or Hispanic. No, it's always black. It's always black. It's just lazy writing, soulless remakes. They know that people are like, oh my god, I can see myself as a princess now. Because you couldn't already? If you couldn't see yourself as a princess, then you have no freaking imagination. Seriously. You don't need to see your skin color represented in front of you for you to have an imagination where you're in that same scenario. Like Lord of the Rings. Like, why do we need a black Aragorn? You don't. Now, Aragorn's description, he's tall, lean, dark, and when they say dark, they mean like tan because he's a ranger. He lives outside. He's going to get all those nice sun rays. Dark, shaggy hair, speckled with like gray and stuff and that. He doesn't have a beard, like a, facial hair, but Viggo Mortensen's version, they do, which I think he looks better with the facial hair. Now, if Viggo Mortensen was tan a little bit, he still would have been a great Aragorn because he fit the profile. He was tall, he was lean, he had the shaggy-ish long hair. So all he needed was a little bit of a tan because he's a ranger. He lives outside. We see him in Bree. He doesn't live outside all the time, but for the most part, he's outside, sleeping outside and stuff like that. During the day, he's soaking up the rays of the sun. So he's going to have a tan. In the cartoon version, he looked Native American. I mean, I think they tried to get across that he was tan, but they didn't want, I guess, draw like a typical, what they would consider white person with a tan. So they just made him Native American looking. But between that, like I said, Snow White, it outright says her skin is as white as snow. And yet you have a Latina playing her. So if there's a description of something and it outright states that their skin color is a certain way, why not just keep it? Again, they say, why does it matter? Exactly. Why does it matter? Why do you keep taking white characters and turning them black if it's just a story? If it's just a story, then leave them white. Because they're translating all the black people, all the black characters are translating just fine. All the female characters they're translating just fine. But nope, if there's a white person, somehow they've got to make a certain amount of white people black. Again, you never see it reversed. You never see a white woman, a woman become a male. You never see a gay person or bi or something become straight, and you never see a black person become white. Because if you're straight, white, and male, you're evil. And the less, Peter Pan, the Peter Pan and Wendy, everyone else is pretty much, diversified and everything, except for the pirates. Captain Hook and his pirates. Imagine that, because they're the bad guys, so they have to be white. And people who don't think this is happening, where have you been? This is happening like 2-3 times a month. I'm like making these like 2-3 times a month, calling this crap out. But apparently it's not happening. And they keep doing it because it's people like you, the ones who are denying it. You're the reason why they keep doing it. Because they're able to get away with it. Able to take old movies and just make soulless remakes with freaking diversity. Because no one freaking speaks up about it. You have a few people and they're like, oh, you're racist, you're this, you're that. And everyone else is like, it's not happening. It's not happening. Well, here we go. And they're claiming it's MAGA racist. Because apparently it's always MAGA racist. It's always Donald Trump. I've seen plenty of people here on Twitter who have their pronouns in their bio with the Ukraine flag or the trans flag. Them outright saying that they're tired of this. But no, it's all MAGA supporters. This is, once again, that shield going up. They have no real comeback whatsoever. They have nothing to say for themselves apart from, you're a racist, you're a homophobe, you're this, you're that. They just put that freaking shield up and just block from any real criticism. Because they're fucking cowards. That's what they are. They're freaking cowards. Instead of admitting that they're soulless and heartless and just lazy remakes, no, it's everyone else who's wrong. If you're criticizing it, you're the problem. And then that's when people are like, oh, if you don't like it, it's not made for you, then don't watch it. Okay. And then you're going to say, oh, it bombed at the box office. Oh, it's all those racists. You told people not to watch it. You said not to watch it. And advertising like that, marketing like that, saying, oh, don't watch it, that's going to turn off the other people. They're like, well, that's no way to market anything. I don't think I'm going to go see that now. But sure, what do we know? It's not like this is a constant thing or anything. Anyway, yeah. Little Mermaid trailer bombs, and apparently it's the MAGA racist, guys. It's always Donald Trump supporters' fault. Because, they control the world somehow. Because when you have YouTube in other countries, apparently no other country is downvoting this. It's only Americans. It's only MAGA Americans. Just shows how stupid these people are. They have no freaking common sense, and they're cowards. They constantly use the phobes, is, and isms as a constant shield, instead of accepting that this stuff is just soulless now. The animated version has charm. These are soulless. They're lazily written, when they're, remade. Characters to the race swapping or gender swapping or whatever for no freaking reason. People are just tired of it. But sure, keep saying it's a specific group and just keep calling them phobias and isms because you're too much of a coward to just accept the fact that maybe you people are the problem. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.